Hey guys, so week 8, the historical analysis segment is supposed to be due on the 10th of, I'm sorry, at the end of week 8, which would be the 10th of March. If that works for you, great. Submit it by email. If you needed a couple of extra days or something, shoot me an email. Just let me know. So I know we talked about this when we met in February. I thought I'd just post a short video to just reiterate a couple of things. I know it says 5 to 6 pages. Length is never the sort of determining factor. Use more or less as you need to, but remember sort of what you're talking about in the historical analysis piece is what's been done in the past, and has or have past efforts worked? In other words, did they result in change? In the policy world, remember that policies are often modified, and they're often modified by later acts of Congress or later acts of some legislative body. They're also modified by court cases. So that stuff is reported in the news media, which is obviously fair game. The news sources are fair game for this paper. But again, the key question to ask here is, have these modifications resulted in change? Has it ameliorated that social problem? And then you're going to want to ask, what other things have been proposed? And really, have they been implemented, or why was it that they were abandoned? And sometimes things are either implemented or abandoned because, our attitudes towards the problem change, and we view poverty maybe as a personal issue as opposed to a structural or social issue. We view education as a states' rights issue as opposed to a national mandate or something like that. And then the last thing to consider would be sort of the history of your own policy. So when was it implemented, and sort of what was going on in the U.S. or the state, depending on what your policy is, when it was implemented, and then consider how it's been modified or reauthorized. Consider how it's been challenged in court, and essentially you're asking, have these modifications, added teeth to the policy? Have they helped it become more effective? And then, of course, sort of thinking about how social attitudes towards a problem or a policy have evolved over time. So, as always, you have questions or anything, you're welcome to get in touch with me. Remember, this is sort of a draft, so you do have the chance to make modifications to this section and hand it in with the next one. Remember, too, that with this section, it's going to go at the end of the previous section, so that sort of delineation and overview segment. And you also can make changes to that first segment, and that would result in a change in the grade as well. So, like I said, any questions, feel free to get in touch. All right, thanks.